That was a great match at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. London is red. They say that Arsenal beating the London rivals. In all of their meetings this season, Arsenal have had the upper hand against Chelsea, against Tottenham, against West Ham United. Arsenal has beaten all of the London teams this season. On that note, I welcome you to the program 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. We'll be looking at that. We'll be looking at how Arsenal is digging deeper to keep up the winning the title, the hopes alive of getting all of the wins. How many games to go to the end of the season? Probably 4 games, and let's see if Arsenal can actually win all of the remaining games, and just hope and pray that Manchester City slip up, and then they will be crowned champions at the end of the season come May. But as it stands right now, they are at the top of the table. For Manchester City, they have a game in hand, and it's going to be a good one. All right, we will be starting from the home front. We'll be starting from the Nigerian Premier Football League, that is the NPFL, where we have another team doing so well in the league, also looking to win the title. The last time they won it was in 2006, and this time around, they are looking so good, hoping they win the NPFL this season. That is Enugu Rangers, after putting up a very brilliant display against their visitor, that is Plateau United, in match day 32 encounter of the Nigerian Premier Football League, and it was 2-0 against Plateau United on the evening, and because of that, they remain at the top of the table. For Enugu Rangers, they went 10 matches unbeaten before Katsina United spoiled that unbeaten run in match day 29 of the Nigerian Premier Football League. All right, we are looking at the table, the Nigerian Premier Football League table. Let's quickly run over it while we expect Abba Michael to join us on the program via Zoom. This one. Okay, let's have Abba Michael before we talk about the table. Abba Michael, welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV this morning. It goes galore in the Nigerian Premier Football League over the weekend, and also in Europe. Nigerian Premier Football League is also getting hot, interesting. Weekend by weekend, we're seeing teams grinding out wins. The relegation battle, as it stands right now in the Nigerian Premier Football League, is on, and also the winner, the title race, is getting hotter and stiffer, with Enugu Rangers at the top of the summit. But over the weekend, they defeated your darling team, Plateau United, 2-0 at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu State, and I know that is not the kind of result you expected. But the first leg, Plateau United also defeated them at the Just Township Stadium in the first leg. But now the return fixture, it went the way of Enugu Rangers International.
Yes, I mean, yeah, it was a sad day for me. I know Arsenal made me happy, but it was a sad day for me because I remember in 2017, Plateau United needed to beat Enugu Rangers to clinch the title, and I was at the stadium, and it was a rapturous one. And then in the reverse fixture, Plateau United were able to defeat Enugu Rangers 2-1, and then here we are. But the fans need to remember that Fidelis Ilechukwu was also a coach of Plateau United, and he knows the in and out of the team, and that has given him the edge to psychologically take down the team, which he has just successfully exhibited. But then my Plateau United, we still have hopes. The season is gradually coming to an end. Enugu Rangers haven't won the league since 2006. We could just but wish them all the best. But they should be wary because Eyimba is right behind them. They should be wary because Rivers United still have some outstanding games. And Remo Stars are not ready to go anywhere. So the title is still far from over. We know we have few games left, but there's still a lot to be done. Nigerian league is very dicey. A lot can change within the last few matches, handful of matches left. So they shouldn't start celebrating yet. Neither should Arsenal and Man City.
Okay, we will still get to that. We'll get to the EPL. Let's quickly look at the Nigerian Premier Football League table over the weekend. Also, it was goals galore between the Sporting Lagos and Abia Warriors at the Onikon Stadium in Lagos. 4-2 that game ended. 6 goals in total was scored in that game. All right, Enugu Rangers maintained the top of the table with 57 points after 32 games, 15 goal difference. That to show that they are very prolific in scoring goals. Enyimba is second with with 55 points, just 2 points behind Enugu Rangers. Remo Stars is third with 53 points after they got their own winning over the weekend. On Friday, they played their own fixture. Then we have Shooting Stars of Ibadan, who is fourth with 52 points. We have Lobby Stars with 52 points on the fifth position, but goal difference separating Shooting Stars and Lobby Stars of Ibadan. We have Lobby Stars of Makurdi, I beg your pardon. Plateau United is sixth with 50 points. Katsina United 7th, 48 points. Bendel Insurance is 8th with 45 points. And then we have Kano Pillars on the 9th position, 44 points. Niger Tornadoes is 10th with 42 points. Let's go to the flip side of it and see the team that is on the 11th position, which is Sporting Lagos. The interesting thing is that both teams that are following each other were engaged each other over the weekend, and it was Sporting Lagos who got all the 3 points. 4-2 that game ended, like I said. Sporting Lagos have 41 points and -1 goal difference. And then Abia Warriors is 12th with 41 points. Rivers United, who the league will be going on break for to play their own 5 outstanding games, have 40 points on the 13th position. Kwara United is 14, 40 points. Doma United 15 with 39 points, and Gombe United continues to remain at the bottom of the table with 25 points. Sunshine Stars, Heartland FC of Owerri is 19 with 29 points. Aqua United is on the 16, 37 points. Now, Michael, I think the relegation battle is getting tougher and tougher. With Gombe United 25 points, they can still go out of relegation if possibly they pick all maximum points for the remaining games, as you can see on the table. And for the top of the table, like you mentioned, is not yet over. Rivers United have massive 5 games in hand to play, and if they win that 5 games, they will go to the top of the table. The Rivers United will now have 50. Let's look at the flip side of it, where Rivers United is. Let's look at the second side. Rivers United is 13. They have 40 points. Now, if they win that 5 outstanding games, that means they automatically have 15 points, which will give them 55 points. And definitely, you know what that means. They will go to the top of the table and displace Enugu Rangers. But as it stands right now, I think the league is really, this is what we want in the league. You cannot predict the winner of the league at the end of the day. Teams go away to get win, to get points, and that is what we want to see in the league. But for Rivers United, 5 outstanding games, do you think they can get all the maximum 15 points at stake?
Yes, if you know Nigerian league very well, the only place they are guaranteed to get maximum points are their home turf. You cannot get maximum points. It's almost impossible in Nigerian league to get maximum points away, especially when you have multiple matches away. Most likely, you may win your home matches, but when it comes to the away matches, it's very dicey, very difficult. And so I don't see them winning all 5. Maybe they may win all their home matches. It's sad to say that there's a lot of suspect officiating when it comes to Nigerian league. And I hope there won't be, I hope money will not exchange hands. Let the Rivers United, recently we heard that a referee has been called to book because of officiating in Rivers United. So they are beginning to be known for fraudulence, but I pray that issue will be trashed. I don't see them winning all 5 matches, perhaps 3 matches. And then if they are good, they can get 2 away draws. So I think Enugu Rangers and Enyimba shouldn't be scared, because Nigerian league, except you are in England, Manchester City can win 10 straight games, but you cannot do that in Nigerian league.
Yes, you cannot see that in Nigerian league, but I can tell you for free this season that the competitiveness in the league is top-notch this season, and we have seen teams go away to get draws, to get wins. And I can tell you also that we've had more than 20 away wins in the Nigerian Premier League this season alone, which is a good one. And we'll have just 1 fixtures in March, day 32 of the league tonight, which is also that is going to be the Niger Delta Derby, South-South Derby. Bayelsa United will be at the Samson Sasha Stadium in Enugu to entertain Rivers United, their neighbors. So this is the only fixture we have for March day 32 in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Okay, before I will ask, look at this, Michael, for Bayelsa United, they've not really been doing so well this season, but playing against their neighbors, Rivers and Bayelsa, they are very close. Now, this is going to be a big game this evening at the Sam Sisters Stadium in Enugu.
Yes, I mean, you should always be wary of teams that are not doing well. Those are the teams that can always, Nigerians will say, pour sand in your gari. Those are the teams that could just upset you any day, anytime. And so, Rivers United shouldn't see them as a pushover, but they should ensure that if they really, really want to get all maximum points, the time starts now. I mean, they have to win their away games. And we know that that's the mountain to climb to win away game. Even against the poorest team, it's very difficult to win away against the bottom team in the league. That's how Nigerian league is made. So they will have to dig deep and then work hard and to see that they're able to get this victory.
Yes, they have to work hard and see that they're able to get this victory. All right, let's leave the Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's go straight to Europe. Let's begin with the EPL. You saw that highlight, you saw that video where Arsenal defeated Tottenham Hotspur to just hold on to the top of the table, 3-2 that game, and it was a good one for Arsenal after they beat Spurs to retain top off the table. Now let's go straight to the EPL table. Let's look at the EPL table before Michael will react. I know he's an Arsenal fan. He's very happy to see Arsenal getting that 3 points yesterday evening at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now Arsenal maintains the top of the table with 80 points after 35 games with 57 goal difference. That means they are scoring goals with reckless abandon. This is in Manchester City is second. They have a game in hand. 34 games they've played. They have a game in hand, like I said. They have 79 points, and if they win that game, definitely they will top Arsenal at the top of the table. That is, if no matter what happens, if Arsenal sleep or they did not sleep winning their game, but once Manchester City wins their standing game, they'll go to the top of the table. Liverpool is third with 75 points after they played a disappointing 2-2 draw with West Ham United. They lost to Everton in the Merseyside derby before now, and Aston Villa is fourth, who is looking to claim that fourth position for the Champions League with 67 points. While Tottenham was fifth with 60 points. Manchester United, the fumbling and wobbling, struggling Manchester United is sixth with 54 points. Newcastle United is seventh with 53 points. West Ham United is 8th, 49 points. Chelsea 9, 48 points. And Bournemouth is 10th with 48 points after Bournemouth created history over the weekend, winning more than 15 games in the season. Let's go to the other side of the table. Let's look at Wolves. It's on the 11th with 46 points. Brighton 12th with 44 points. Fulham is 13th with 43 points. Crystal Palace 14th with 40 points. And while Sheffield United continue to remain at the bottom of the table, and after games this weekend, they have been confirmed relegated. So Sheffield United, their relegation is confirmed. So it's going to be a battle between Everton, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, Luton Town, and Burnley. So these teams that I just mentioned, they have to fight till the end to see that they remain in the English Premier League this season. Michael, your darling team Arsenal got all the maximum 3 points, but Manchester City is breathing down on their neck with a game in hand. I know this makes you feel happy, but I think for the EPL this season and for Arsenal, they have really shown that yes, they want to win the title, despite they bottled the title when they lost to Aston Villa.
Yes, I mean, if Arsenal fails to win the title this season, I think the blame should go to Aston Villa that defeated Arsenal home and away. And then this is the first time since 1959, 65 years ago, that Arsenal will be leading Tottenham 3-0 by halftime. And it was also Mikel Arteta's 100th Premier League win. So it was a match full of milestones. The first half, well, I would say it was a miraculous first half for Arsenal because they weren't really playing too well, but the goals were just coming miraculously. I mean, at a point, it was like Arsenal were looking like champions elect. But when you know Spurs with players like Son, you know that definitely a comeback was going to be their mission. And they did that quite right. David Raya almost messed the team up with the kind of error committed by Jorginho during the first leg. Arsenal was supposed to win the first leg 2-1, but Jorginho error gifted Spurs a 2-2 draw at the Emirates. But this time around, it was a flip of the switch, and it favored Arsenal. The ending was so nervy, my heart almost came out of my mouth. I mean, when Spurs were all over.
He's speaking about Arsenal should be just win the league at the end of the season, but Manchester City cannot go away because they have a game in hand. I think the league is getting interesting, and let's go to the flip side of the table and quickly look at those teams at the bottom and see how the relegation battle is going to shape up for the next 3 games in the English Premier League. Now, Crystal Palace is safe because they have 40 points, so they cannot go down. Everton, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, Luton Town, Burnley, these 3 teams are all still in the race. And we have Sheffield United already confirmed relegated already after the loss over the weekend. But for Burnley, Luton Town, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Everton, it's looking that at least 2 teams will join Sheffield United. So right now, which of the team do you think will go down with Sheffield United?
Yeah, I mean, it's very obvious. Luton and Burnley, it looks like the statistically, points-wise, Nottingham Forest are one team I know that are very good at bouncing back. And so they may be able to hold forth to end. But for Luton and for Burnley, I really don't see it happening. I know Burnley managed to draw, I think, with Manchester United. See them grinding out any serious victory. The only team that is but I believe Luton and Burnley, I'm not sure if they have any.
Okay, all right. Let's leave the English Premier League. We've seen it. Let's see how it goes. The relegation battle is going to get hot from March day 36 to the end of the season. But at the end, let's see the teams that will join Sheffield United at the English Championship. All right, let's leave England and go straight to France, where PSG also have been confirmed winners of that league after Monaco lost to Lyon over the weekend. 3-2 that game ended, and it ensured that PSG are champions of the league. All right, let's quickly look at the table and see let's look at the table and see what that defeat means. So for PSG, how it gave them the title. They have 70 points, and Monaco have 58 points because they lost their game to Lyon. So no matter what happens, they can't catch up with PSG as it stands right now. So automatically, PSG are champions of the French Ligue 1 for the 10th time. Now, Michael, I think this league has become, maybe they should just change it to PSG League.
Yeah. Premier League may be changed to Man City League if Man City wins a 4th consecutive one. It was a record to Lyon for defeating Monaco because they themselves failed to hold their own. I think that delayed their victory. Saint-Etienne has 10 league titles. Marseille has 10 league. Their 12th league title. Last season, they broke the record to become the highest. And Kylian Mbappe records are bound to be shattered. I mean, in the absence of Messi and watching for him, it was reflected in the voice of the Nizer Al Khalifa, the president of United, that his team have been able to, be held and shoulders above the other teams in the French league. Lacazette, a former Arsenal player, scoring for Lyon to defeat Monaco and help PSG with this victory. It's a good one. Next, they will be winning because Mbappe may be heading to Spain, to Real Madrid. But then, big congratulations to PSG League. We are tired of seeing them win the French Ligue 1.
Okay, we are tired of seeing the PSG win the French Ligue 1. Congratulations to Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, and every other player in PSG for winning the title for 10 times and 12 in total. Creating history, and it was a good one for PSG. Let's see if they can win the Champions League. They have a mountain to climb in the Champions League. So let's see how it goes at the end of the day. All right, let's leave football story and look at this. It concerns Nigeria, and it's a good one. A sensational, young, fantastic table tennis player that is our own Kuti is doing so well on the continent of Africa. Now, over the weekend in Togo, Matthew Kuti and Hope Uduaka wins the West African titles. That's for the single men and the singles women title right there in Togo. For Udoka, she defeated her compatriot, also in Nigerian, Joke Ojomu, 4-love to claim the title, while Kuti beat Kizito 4-1 to be crowned new regional champion and ensure Nigeria head on to the title. The last time it was Taiwo Mati that won it in 2023, and also a Nigerian also win it to retain that title. But in the doubles, the men lost the doubles final, while for the ladies, Hope also ensured that the women defeated their counterpart to lift, that is the host, Togo, to 3-love in the final to retain the title for the women's double. Michael, good one for this young, fantastic Matthew Kuti. We've seen another Kadri who is coming up in this young player winning the West African title over the weekend alongside his compatriot Hope Uduaka. The two of them winning the men and the women's singles title. But for the doubles, the men lost. Why? That's for the team. While for the ladies, they were able to retain that title against the host. That's Togo hosted the tournament.
Yes, I mean, we are very happy. For the first time, we are seeing succession. For the first time from predecessor to successor, we are seeing a smooth transition. The moment Haruna Quadri, who is aging now, I won't say hang his boots, but hangs his bats. We know that a certain Matthew Kuti is there to step up. A certain Taiwo Mati, who won the last championship, is there. I mean, Uduaka is there. Joke is there. I mean, just glad particularly because it was all Nigerian finals. I mean, Nigeria versus Nigeria in the finals. That is what it means to be dominant. And so the players, I beckon on Sports Commission, focus on these players, give them the training they need. Quadri is in Portugal. These players should also go for all the trainings, the best of trainings, the best of coaches. Money should be spent and invested in these young lads so that the moment Quadri will be exiting the stage, we can have these lads taking over. I can see that Aruna Quadri focuses more on the World WTT, ITTF tournaments. It is very good, at least to put Nigeria on the map. He's one of the top 20 best players in the world. We look forward to seeing these young lads breaking into the ITTF rankings. We want a situation where we see 3 Nigerians in the top 20 in the world. That is the kind of dream that I have. But that would only come true if the Sports Commission, Table Tennis Federation, all hands must be on deck to ensure that these players develop. But a big congratulations to Nigeria.
Yeah, big congratulations to Kuti and Hope Uduaka. Let's quickly take these 2 transfer stories on the show before we go this morning. We'll start with this one. Manchester United, Jadon Sancho, who's on loan to Borussia Dortmund. That's where he came from, to Manchester United. Now Borussia Dortmund won that loan move to be permanent so that they can have their player back. He's on loan from Manchester United, and they won that loan to be a permanent deal. All right, the last one where we have 3 clubs jostling to see how they can capture this fantastic young man who plays for Brighton, Carlos Baleba. Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Kane on Brighton, Carlos Baleba. He's a fantastic midfielder. And these 3 clubs, as you can see their logo on the screen, Manchester United, Liverpool, won the services of this fantastic young man who plays for Brighton. All right, that is where we will leave it on the program 360 Sports this morning. Michael, thanks for joining me, and congratulations to Hope Uduaka and Matthew Kuti for winning the West African table tennis title. And that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.